Okay. You see, it's been 30 million years since I watched the last two films. Please watch my last video. It is super cool, super silly. Look at this epic video. Oh, there's a tour group visiting the abandoned old resort where Elvis lived, and this woman just could not stop asking about wanting to see the damn room that Elvis lived in. Imagine I just repost the whole thing. Oh, mayo. Anyway, I wanted to watch zombie films. Not the 28 years later, more like 28 centuries later. I love zombie films. Best genre. I even got Tristan to watch We Bury the Dead. Anyway, I want to support small filmmakers, so I watch Cowboy Zombies. Okay, damn. This film is genuinely a good film. I was caught off guard. It had good set, good outfit, same to good music, good props. Just amazing. Though it was known as The Walking Dead in the West, but I'm guessing it might be too similar to a certain franchise.
Stop acting like you know the way ahead, like you know the rules. There are no rules, man. We're lost.
No, man, I know.
So they changed the name to Cowboy Zombies. But anyway, how do I describe this film to you? We follow many characters, as you do when making indie film. Just gotta have a bunch of characters in one scene. The first character we meet is Marshall Frank, who is hunting down 3 outlaws. He killed 2 of the outlaws, and this man somehow missed every shot when he was like 2 feet from the men. Both of them missed multiple times. During the shootout, he made some monologue that I couldn't hear as usual, and there were no subtitles.
Lost through killers and horse thieves, and I've been tracking them a long time.
But after leaning into my screen to hear better, we learned that the man who survived, or rather I assume the leader of the gang, is named George Rivers. He was a wanted man who killed and robbed anyone. Their description, not mine. In the next scene, we are in a town called Crumpet, where an execution is about to begin. They're not important to the plot, but I guess they're like the catalyst to the plot. We have Jennings, Kill and what? I don't know the name. Dude, there was no subtitles. It was horrible.
Caleb Jennings.
This is what I wrote for the script. Anyway, they were wanted for wrestling, theft by person, and the only thing I got from the listing was just them saying murder. I was like, oh, okay, I know that one. That seems bad.
You have been found guilty of wrestling, theft by person, and murder.
Like, how do you get charged with theft by person? Like, what about not in person? Do they use like telekinesis? Do they, under duress someone to commit the theft for them? Anyway, they have them stand on a chair, and the guy, and this guy just like pushed them off to hang them. And I'm pretty sure like they have like the little hatch mechanic back then. Like, why are they just using a random chair? Like, deputy, give me my execution chair. So the preacher came up to check if the person is dead, which became my favorite line of the film.
He dead.
He dead. He dead. But preacher, he dead. So the final man starts pleading his case, more like giving out his last words, saying he is innocent. He pled to God to show people a sign that they are making a mistake, and then bam, high exposure. The dead man came to life, and I guess the other guy got shocked and somehow hanged himself. And everyone starts panicking, and this one random guy on a horse just ran over a whole fam. Like, it went from a 0 to a million real quick. Gotta get to the plot real quick, which I respect. I can respect that. We're back with Marshall Frank and George Rivers, who is still tied up along with the dead body. Then high exposure, which caused the other outlaws to wake up. George's dumbass is just oddly calm, panicked. How do I describe this? Like, he's not screaming. He's just like, Marshall, something like that. I just watched the film yesterday and I forgot how it goes.
Marshall, I can't dead no more.
And the marshal was just spamming the shoot button, and the guy kept getting up. Marshall makes a very obvious point. No one gets up after getting shot in the heart by a mech.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, gets up after being shot in the heart with a 30-30 rifle.
Yeah, no shit, dude. No shit. So we are back where the hang zombies is making the same sound effect every time he is on the screen. The sheriff and preacher are in disbelief that the man is not well dead. Sheriff Wright asks his deputy Clem to check if he's alive. Pulse, he dead. For some reason, the sheriff asks Clem to listen to his heartbeat. When further down the film, like the preacher has a stethoscope, so why would he put his head against the chest? Well, guess what happened next? He got bit. Who would have thought? Not me. I was gasping and gagging. In response, Clem for some reason pulled out his gun and just started blasting, just hopping and shooting. This caused the sheriff to get shot in the shoulder, which it would have made sense if the zombie had grabbed him, but he just got bit. You know what doesn't matter. Look at the dance. So obviously Clem immediately helped the preacher to grab the sheriff from the ground. Oh, you forgot your hat. We see the family who was ran over by the horse, surrounded by Jasper, Roseanne, and Jenny. The parents were dead, so they took the daughter into the saloon where the three men also arrived. The sheriff revealed to them that the dead outlaws were dead, but not dead like the Walking Dead. Preacher and Clem went out to grab medical supplies for the dying little girl, but she's not really dying. Roseanne revealed that the parents are dead, which creates this very... How do I convey it? I don't know if it's the script or the acting. I would call it the emotional uncanny valley, if that is even a real thing.
They were killed right before our very eyes. I mean, they were run over by a horse.
Ben Miller and his wife?
Yes.
You see they're dead?
They dead. They lying right outside, dead.
Oh my God.
As Jasper was giving Sheriff his drink, the father entered groaning. Of course, the little girl ran to her father and she got bit. The sheriff couldn't shoot the man for some reason. Bro just turned on auto-aim like her, and now the little girl is dead. Preacher and Clem got chased by the mother into the saloon. Very slowly, might I add, before she got slammed by a 2-barrel shotgun. Or that could be a Lancaster, but you know what? I think it's a shotgun. I'm not a gun expert, so chill with the upcoming comments. They mourn the little girl. Clem is rightfully upset. Roseanne asks Clem to guard the entrance. We move on to the marshal, who somehow is talking about the date and Lord or whatever.
April, the year of our Lord, 1876.
However, George Rivers is rightfully questioning what is going on, and they stumble upon a Native American from some Apache tribe. And I guess Frank got confirmation that the dead are walking from seeing some native being slowly chased by one, like a horde, a small horde. So he saved the chief Dantata. I don't know. Racism remark.
Why is this Apache speaking like a human?
And we are back to meeting another character, Wyatt, who is dating Jenny. He nearly died, but luckily everyone's aim here is that of a stormtrooper. And all that shooting, I'm surprised that hasn't come yet in this whole scene, but apparently there are a lot of dead walking and men dying on the street, which...
Preacher, what is going on? Dead people walking in the street, and the men on the ropes, they're screaming!
I don't believe, because the streets are quite empty right now. Clem is off on his own adventures, and we met another zombie, Mr. Cole, and he brought the damn thing back to base. Only then do they finally want to board things up. The sheriff brings Clem to the station to see if they can contact the town over. Back with the marshal, we are met with another character. How many characters are there? Sergeant Bell from the US Army. Are y'all keeping up with me on the names? George is being racist, and I'm sure he wanted to say something else besides Yankee. I see it in his eyes. Guess George's crimes are now killer of women and children and back shooter. I get the killer of women and children are horrible, but why is back shooter a crime? There is no honor in dueling. Like, how do you shoot someone in the back and you're like, ah?
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
You're just killing someone, and they consent to it. But I'm no cowboy, nor do I live in the 1800s. They all agree to head to the nearest town, which is Crumpet. In the meantime, the sheriff and Clem are trying to get into contact with Tucson, but the line is down. As they get back, Clem is slowly dying from the infection after, this. The preacher wanted to see the cemetery to see if those that have died earlier before the high exposure have also come back to life. They check out the hanging zombie, who for the life of me kept making the same fucking sound, like shut up. And I don't know what the experiment is about. Just waving and poking before he checked the heartbeat. Eat it. Okay, I'll stop. But the question is, how are they alive? So it is time to do some grave robbing. They dig up one grave, and what do you know? The dead is walking, like the walking dead. The sheriff shot the zombie. Despite it being 2 feet from him, he still missed until the marshal arrived and killed the zombie, advising them to shoot the zomzoms on the head. Finally, they all meet up. Clem is dying, and for the first time I hear a character say zombie in a zombie film. What a day to be alive! And they're going into zombie lore. Hades and the zombie from Dambabdawado. What the fuck? Okay, don't voodoo me right now. For some reason, there is like a bajillion zombies outside. I don't know. Maybe because of all the loud gunshots. The problem now is that they are running out of bullets. Wow, I wonder why. Jasper decides to guide Frank to Old Bart's, where the ammunitions are. Belle, Wyatt, and the chief provide cover, though Wyatt fucking sucks.
Young Wyatt probably could shoot, but not under pressure.
This guy stinks!
Anyway, they arrive at Old Bart's, and wait, it's a lumber and mortuary store. And it sells guns too. What a weird combo. It's like the pharmacy selling selling guns. Pharmacy like medicine and guns. I don't know. That's such a weird combo. Meh. The West is weird. Wow, West is weird. They got the bullets and head back safely. We see a heart-to-heart moment with Wyatt and Jenny, where he promised to protect her and reassure her that it will all be fine. Big cut as we go back to Clem, who is dying. He dead. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It's just such a good line. He dead. It's like that TikTok meme. It's like, doctor, will she make it? Probably not. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Oh, Jesus. As expected, Clem becomes a zomzom and Belle shot the bastard dead. When night falls, some information shit happens. Dantata is the greatest warrior and Roseanne wants to see Paris. Now, I don't know if that's like a very important information now that I think about it. As everyone settled for the night, gunshots rang outside. Frank and Belle walks outside and make a promise not to waste any shot. Nah, never mind. We met 2 new characters halfway into the film. Hector, a Mexican outlaw and killer, and this Chinese lady whose parents died. I don't know, I shouldn't laugh, but it's just so random. We don't know her name at all, spare you the details, but she will die. And now the preacher makes a suggestion to use a handcart to go out of town and scout and potentially send help. Though not all could get in the handcart, so they would have to select a few. The marshal suggests they look for it in case anything happens. The next day, Belle, Frank, Hector, and Wyatt went to look for the handcart. And back in the saloon, George was getting crueler. The sheriff is getting sicker for some reason despite him being fine earlier. Wait, why did no one try to clean up his wounds and prevent it from being infected? I don't know. George gets tied up, but he escaped while the sheriff dies and becomes a zombie. George left again and he died because he is slow or something. A zombie managed to sneak in while the group is discussing about what to do with the sheriff. The Asian lady got killed and they all just abandoned her, let her die. What the fuck? So much for dead parents. They didn't even let her have a character or anything. Like, why bother have her? While the ladies and the preacher ran upstairs, Jasper and the chief decided to hide behind a bar. The 4 men got back and shot the zomzoms to clear out the building. Hector is just enjoying life until he got God and died. Amateur, honestly. They all cleared out the building, and at night they decide to make a move, but the handcart can't fit 8 people. Then it is revealed that the preacher got bit. How? Somewhere along the scene, he was literally so far away. I must not have been paying attention, but I'm pretty sure he was way too far to be bit. Apparently he got bit on the back of his arm, and the preacher said that he didn't mind staying and he will be experimenting to slow down the infection through blood fusion. And then it is also revealed that Jasper got bit too at the ankle. Like, that I get, considering he hit behind a goddamn bar. And I'm surprised the chief didn't get bit. Roseanne is rightfully upset. 6 people were enough to fit into the handcart. That's like 2 extra whatever. The next day, him and the preacher attempt the blood fusion thing to slow it down. Jasper decided to talk to Marshall, asking Marshall to look out for Roseanne because for some reason Roseanne likes Marshall and Marshall does too. This random outburst is funny.
Oh, cut the crap.
And Jasper likes Roseanne. He's a good man, but this random love interest. They just keep using the same soundtrack. I guess they only have the same soundtrack for this film. And it's a very detective-y soundtrack. The marshal goes around and talks with the preacher, and then Roseanne just confessed her feelings for the marshal. What? At this point? At what point was there... What? I don't know. They confessed their feelings together or some shit. Fuck this. I love a good romance, and I hate it when it's just randomly in the movie and there's no prior development, so it is random. They finally leave the saloon and... Oh, random mannequin. Yo, this old man is moving too damn slow. Like, buddy, the dead are walking and he's taking a leisure stroll. Bro, it's like, what a nice day to walk. What a nice day. What a nice weather. It's sunny. It's a nice day. Like, brother... They did the same thing too in the first scene when we see him. Bro is just taking a leisure stroll. Like, run! At least do something and run, old man. Oh my god. They got on to the handcart and start pumping that bitch to Tucson. A few dead here and there, and then the handcart got some problem, and so they are forced to walk. They reach a town and there are dead people there too. Like, a horde came out of the building. Wide trip, just had to point that out. They were surrounded, and I'm confused as to how this situation got the preacher, but here the marshal is plot armor. I mean, I guess plot armor, that's how. And one thing, this looks like a small town. How the hell is that like a big ass horde? Like, where are all this horde coming from? Anyway, they are rescued by the Apache tribe, which is Dantata's, oh my god, I'm gonna get shot. Dantata's tribe. Anyway, they are rescued by the Apache tribe, which is Dantata's tribe. They pick up Dantata and just fucking leave. Yeah, I would have joined them, just saying. Marshall gave us a final monologue and the movie ends open-ended like that. Their fate left unknown. Honestly, great film. The makeup was honestly amazing and the costume was amazing. And god, even the sets were cool. I know they probably scout for an abandoned building, but it is still so cool to see. I will only have my critique of like just some of the acting's a little bit amateur, but you know what? That's normal. It's an amateur film. I wouldn't say amateur, but more like an indie film. Imagine the budget's like $1 billion. I'm like, okay, hold on. But you know, the soundtrack they keep using, that was like, I think there was like only 2 soundtracks that I heard. They keep spamming the main soundtrack, which is like, alright, whatever, I don't care, but sometimes it's a bit loud. And there's one soundtrack they have which is like I said, it's like a detective V kind of soundtrack, which, by the way, does not fit this scene when it's like supposed to be scary. It seems like more cartoonish feeling than, you know, like oh my god, that's scary. But anyway, I recommend you all to watch it. I kind of spoiled it, I'm sorry, but like there is no plot twist, but there will be a spoiler warning. So yeah, that's it. Next film. Next film!
Yeah, I just like the motion when I'm sitting in my car, driving past the speed limit, moving forward with the stars. I can see the headlights off from another car, but it never fazed me or crossed me when I'm moving. All of my problems, I live inside my luggage.